Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Daily Lessons.
Hi, everybody. We're so happy you're here with us today.
I'm Charlie.
And I'm Sarah.
On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English with slow, natural conversations.
Before we start, if you enjoy learning with us, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, and don't forget to click the little bell icon so you know when we post a new lesson. It really helps us a lot. Thank you.
Today, we're going to talk about a very common and useful topic.
Exactly. Today's conversation is all about your workday, your job, your daily routine, and what you do from morning to evening. So if you want to practice how to talk about your job and work schedule in English, you're in the right place.
All right, let's get started. So, Charlie, how are you today?
I'm pretty good, thanks. A little tired, but good. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. You said you're a little tired. Why? What happened?
Well, my neighbors decided to have a karaoke party last night.
Oh no! A karaoke party?
Yes, a very loud karaoke party at 11:30 at night.
Wow, that's late. So you didn't sleep very well?
Not really. I think I heard the same song 3 times.
That's rough. My evening was the opposite. My apartment was very quiet. I drank tea and read a book.
That sounds much better.
So, how was your weekend overall? Anything fun?
Yes, actually. On Saturday, I went to a small cafe and did some writing. On Sunday, I went to the cinema with a friend.
Nice! What did you watch?
An adventure movie. Lots of action, not a lot of thinking. It was perfect.
Sometimes that's the best kind of movie. My weekend was simple. I went shopping for groceries, cleaned my apartment a little, and then relaxed.
That sounds like a nice, calm weekend.
It was, but now I'm ready to talk about work.
Me too. Let's talk about our work days.
So, Charlie, what do you do? What is your job?
I work in an office. My job title is Project Coordinator.
Project coordinator. That sounds important. What does that mean?
It means I help organize projects for our company. I work with different teams, I plan tasks, I check deadlines, and I make sure everyone knows what they need to do.
So, you talk to many people during the day.
Yes, I do. I send a lot of emails, and I have many short meetings. It's a very typical desk job.
A desk job. That's a good phrase.
Yes, a desk job means you mostly sit at a desk and work with a computer or papers.
Right. So, you're at your desk from 9 to 5.
Exactly. I work a 9 to 5 job, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a full-time job.
Full time. We'll talk more about that later.
Good idea. Now, what about you, Sarah? What do you do?
I'm an English teacher, but my workday is a little different from yours.
Different how?
Well, my classes start early, usually at 8:15 or 8:30 in the morning.
That is early. Do you like getting up early?
Actually, yes, I'm a morning person. I like the quiet in the morning. I usually wake up at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Wow. I am not a morning person. I get up around 7:30 and I need coffee to start my brain.
I drink tea in the morning. It wakes me up, but not too much. So, tell us about your typical workday. What do you do first when you arrive at the office?
I read them and answer the easy ones first. The more difficult emails go on my to-do list for later in the day. What about you, Sarah? What do you do when you arrive at school?
When I arrive, I usually go to the teacher's room. I put my bag down, say good morning to my colleagues, and then I check my lesson plan for the first class.
A lesson plan. That's like a teacher's schedule for the class, right?
Yes, exactly. It shows what activities we will do, what grammar or vocabulary we will practice, and what time I want to do each activity.
That sounds very organized.
I try to be. After that, I get my materials ready, books, worksheets, markers for the board, and then I go to my classroom.
When does your first class start?
Usually at 8:30 a.m. The students are sometimes still sleepy, so I try to start with something easy or fun.
Like a game?
Yes, sometimes a small warm-up game or a short question like, "How was your weekend?" It helps them wake up and start speaking English. Do you have a morning meeting at your office?
Yes, we do. At 9:30 or 10 a.m., we have a short team meeting.
What happens in a team meeting?
Our team leader talks about the day. He tells us which projects are important, if there is any new information, and we talk about any problems from the previous day.
How long does the meeting last?
Usually 15 or 20 minutes, short and focused.
That sounds good. My teacher meetings are sometimes longer,
How long?
sometimes 1 hour. We talk about lessons, exams, and school events. It's important, but it can be a bit long.
I can imagine. Do you have a morning break?
Yes, after my first or second class, I have a 15-minute break. I usually have a small snack and check my phone.
What kind of snack do you like?
Sometimes fruit, like an apple or a banana. Sometimes a small cookie. And on a really good day, someone brings cake.
Cake at work is always a good thing.
So after your morning meeting, what do you do?
I start working on my projects. I answer more emails, I send messages to colleagues, and I update our project documents.
Do you have to write reports?
Yes, sometimes.
What is a report?
A report is a formal document where you write information about something. For example, I might write a report about the progress of a project, what we finished, what is late, what problems we have.
Students sometimes write book reports. Companies write sales reports. Reports are everywhere.
That's true.
My morning is mostly teaching. I teach 1 or 2 classes, help students with questions, and sometimes check homework.
Do your students ask many questions?
Yes, they do, which is good. Sometimes they ask very simple questions, and sometimes they ask very difficult questions.
I guess that keeps the job interesting.
It does.
So, when is your lunch break?
My lunch break is usually at 12:15 or 12:30. I eat in the teacher's room.
Do you bring your lunch from home?
Yes, I almost always bring something from home. It's cheaper and usually healthier. Today, I had rice with vegetables and chicken.
That sounds good.
What about you? When do you have lunch?
I usually have lunch around 12:30 or 1 p.m. Sometimes I eat in the office cafeteria with my colleagues. Sometimes I bring a sandwich from home and eat at my desk.
Is it healthy to eat at your desk?
Probably not. But sometimes it's quiet, and I like to watch a short video while I eat.
I understand. So, how do you feel after lunch?
Honestly, a little sleepy. We call that the afternoon slump.
Yes, the afternoon slump. I feel that too.
So I usually start the afternoon with another cup of coffee.
You drink a lot of coffee.
I know. It helps me stay awake. In the afternoon, I often have video calls with clients or longer planning sessions.
Do you find that difficult?
Sometimes I need to speak very clearly and listen carefully. And I have to watch the time because we often have deadlines.
Deadlines. We'll talk about that word in our vocabulary section. It's very important.
Definitely. What about your afternoons?
My afternoons are usually full of classes. The students can be a little tired after lunch, so I try to make the lessons a bit more active.
How do you do that?
I use games, group activities, or short videos. Sometimes I ask students to stand up, move, and talk to a partner. It helps with energy.
That sounds fun. Maybe I should ask my team to stand up and play a game after lunch.
That would be interesting.
So, when do you usually finish work?
My last class finishes around 3:30 p.m. After that, I often stay at school to prepare lessons for the next day, check homework, and write notes. I usually leave school around 4:15 or 4:35.
That's a good time to finish. What about you? My official finish time is 5 p.m., but sometimes I stay a little later if I have a lot of work or a big deadline.
So you sometimes work overtime.
Yes, but I try not to do it too much. At 5 p.m., I usually turn off my computer, say, see you tomorrow to my colleagues, and then I start my commute.
Commute, another important word.
Yes, commute means the trip between your home and your workplace, going to work and going back home.
Exactly. So, what is your commute like?
My commute is about 35 minutes by bus. When the bus is very crowded, it feels long, but if I get a seat, it's okay.
What do you do on the bus?
Usually I listen to music or a podcast. Sometimes I just look out the window and think about my day.
That sounds peaceful. My commute is shorter. I walk home. It takes about 15 minutes on foot.
On foot. That means you walk, right?
Yes, on foot is just a more formal way to say, I walk. I like my walk home. It's my exercise and my quiet time.
I should walk more.
So, when you get home after work, what is the first thing you do?
First, I take off my shoes and my work clothes. I put on comfortable clothes and I sit on the sofa for a few minutes. I need to relax after the day.
Me too. I usually make a cup of tea and sit quietly for 5 or 10 minutes. That small break feels very good.
Do you cook dinner when you get home?
Most days, yes. I usually cook something simple. Maybe pasta, soup, or vegetables with rice. Sometimes, if I am very tired, I order food.
Same here. I try to cook, but a couple of times a week I order something like pizza or noodles.
So, the big question, do you like your job?
Good question. Yes. Overall, I like it. Sometimes it's busy or stressful, but I enjoy working with my team and I like finishing a project successfully.
That's nice.
What about you? Do you like teaching?
I do. It can be tiring, and sometimes students are noisy or not interested. But when I see a student understand something new, It feels amazing.
So it's what we call rewarding.
Yes, exactly. Rewarding means it makes you feel good and proud.
That's a great feeling.
What is your favorite part of your workday?
I think my favorite part is lunchtime.
Of course.
I like talking with my colleagues, laughing, and not thinking about tasks for a few minutes. And I also like the moment at the end of the day when I close my computer and know that I finished everything I needed to do.
That's a good feeling. For me, the best part is when a lesson goes really well, when the students are active, talking, laughing, and learning at the same time.
I can imagine. That must feel very rewarding.
It does.
And what is the most difficult part of your day?
The most difficult part is when students are tired or not interested. They look at their phones or out the window, and it's hard to get them to focus. It can be a little discouraging.
I understand. For me, the most difficult part is when many tasks come at the same time, several emails, a phone call, and a message from my boss, or when I have a big problem to solve and the deadline is very soon.
That sounds stressful.
It can be, yes, but I try to stay calm, make a list, and ask for help from my colleagues if I need it.
That's a good strategy. I also ask other teachers for advice when I have a problem in the classroom.
Do you think about work on the weekend?
Sometimes I try not to, but I often prepare lessons for the next week on Sunday for a couple of hours.
So work comes home with you a little bit.
Yes, a little. What about you?
I really try not to think about work on the weekend. On Friday evening, I close my computer and I try to forget about work until Monday.
That's very healthy.
I think so. We all need time to rest.
I completely agree. We used a lot of useful words today when we talked about our workdays.
Yes, we did. It might be helpful to review some of them so that everyone can remember them better.
A mini vocabulary review. I like that idea.
Let's start with colleagues.
Great word. So, what does colleagues mean?
Colleagues are the people you work with, the other people in your office, your school, or your company. They are not just people from work. Colleagues is the more professional word.
Exactly. I can say, I'm having lunch with my colleagues, or my colleagues are very friendly.
Next word, commute.
Yes, commute. This is the trip between your home and your workplace, going to work and going back home.
For example, my commute is 30 minutes by bus, or my commute is a 15-minute walk.
A commute can be long or short, easy or stressful.
Another important word, schedule.
Your schedule is your plan for the day or the week. It shows what you are doing and when.
You can say, my schedule is very busy today, or I have a meeting in my schedule at 2 p.m.
Or, what's your schedule like tomorrow? That means, what is your plan?
Next word, report.
A report is a formal document that gives information about something.
For example, I write a report at the end of the week about our sales. Or, students often write book reports at school.
Very useful word.
Now, the big one, deadline.
Yes, deadline. A deadline is the final time or date when you must finish something.
If my boss says the deadline is Friday, that means I must finish the work by Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday.
If you finish on time, you meet the deadline. If you are late, you miss the deadline. And that's not good.
Not good at all. And one more word, full-time.
A full-time job is a job where you work many hours every week, usually 35 to 40 hours or more.
Like your job from 9 to 5, or my job as a teacher.
The opposite is a part-time job where you work fewer hours, maybe 10, 15, or 20 hours a week.
Many students have part-time jobs in cafes or shops. So, to review, our key words were colleagues, commute, schedule, report, deadline, full-time, and part-time.
That's a very good set of words for talking about your workday.
Yes, and remember, you don't need to remember everything today. You can choose 1 or 2 words and try to use them this week.
We've been talking for quite a while. Maybe it's time to summarize what we talked about.
Good idea. So today our main topic was how to talk about your workday in English.
We started by talking about our jobs. You said you're a project coordinator with a desk job from 9 to 5.
And you reminded everyone that you're an English teacher with early classes.
We described our morning routines, arriving at work, saying hello to colleagues, checking email, checking schedules, and going to team meetings or starting classes.
Then we talked about breaks and lunchtime and how we feel in the afternoon slump.
We also talked about finishing work, the feeling at the end of the day, and our commutes, your bus ride and my walk home on foot.
We discussed what we do in the evening after work, how we feel about our jobs, and the best and most difficult parts of the day.
And, of course, we had a mini vocabulary review with important words like colleagues, commute, schedule, report, deadline, full-time, and part-time.
If you can use these words, you will be able to describe your own workday much more clearly in English.
Exactly. That's our goal, to help you talk about your real life in English.
Now it's your turn to practice. It's time for our favorite part of the lesson.
The question of the day.
We really love reading your answers in the comments. It helps you practice writing, and it helps our community grow.
Today, we have 2 questions because not everyone has a job right now.
Yes, so if you have a job, your question is, what is your job and what is one thing you do every day at work?
For example, I am a nurse. I help take care of patients every day. Or, I work in a shop. I talk to customers and help them buy things.
And if you don't have a job right now, or if you're a student, your question is, what is your dream job? Why do you want that job?
For example, my dream job is to be a designer. I like creating beautiful things. Or, my dream job is to be a pilot. I want to travel and see the world.
You can write a short sentence or a long paragraph. Any practice is good practice.
If you can, try to use one of the new words from today. Maybe colleagues, commute, schedule, or full-time. But if that feels difficult, it's okay. Just try your best.
We read many of your comments, and we're always happy to see your answers from all over the world.
Yes, it's one of the most exciting parts of our week. So please, take a moment and write a comment. Say hello and tell us about your work or your dreams.
Before we go, we want to say thank you for spending this time with us. We know you are busy, and we're very happy that you chose to practice your English with us today.
Yes, thank you so much.
If you enjoyed this video and you want more lessons like this, please give it a like. It helps the channel a lot.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and the little bell icon so you don't miss our next conversation.
Remember, keep practicing and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Have a wonderful day and a great week.
We'll see you in the next lesson.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.